Hey everyone, and welcome to our microbe video. I'd like to talk to you about dysbiosis first. Dysbiosis is a sign that the good flora of the gut is off because of yeast, toxins, viruses, bad bacteria, and parasites. Our gut health is really important because if we're not digesting and absorbing properly, nothing else matters. I'd argue in today's society, almost everybody has some form of dysbiosis and unwanted parasites in their body. If you're someone that has many food allergies, you most likely have a leaky gut syndrome, and these undigested food particles are getting attacked by your immune system, giving you an allergic response. If you haven't watched it, please watch our gut restoration video in the featured section of the Primal Reset to learn more about it. So we're going to start with parasites because they're the most complicated and most important to treat. Parasites will eat your good bacteria, which will allow yeast and candida to thrive. They feed off a host and will break you down over time. Parasites also harbor all other toxins and create imbalances in your immune system. The reason why parasites are so dangerous and difficult to treat is because they use heavy metals to build biofilms, and biofilms are a shield for them to hide from your immune system. So how do we get parasites? The first place we're exposed is in utero from the mother. In Chinese medicine, there's a saying, treat the mom to treat the family. So even young infants can have parasites. We get them in foods. Some common ones are sushi, fruits and vegetables. If possible, wash your fruits and vegetables in vinegar or grapefruit seed extract. We get them from meat, especially from the knife though. So make sure that you're cleaning your knives very well. Pets can transfer parasites and saliva from other people or your spouse. Another main common one is traveling abroad when we're exposed to different parasites, especially water. Next, who is the most vulnerable? The two main populations that should be very concerned about parasites are those with low stomach acid. That's our number one defense against parasites, and those who are stressed. You don't hear about it much in Western medicine, but stress destroys our immune system, and a destroyed immune system has no chance against parasites. So parasites can cause disease, but they can also create major bacteria, fungus, yeast, and candida problems too. Attached is a list of things to look out for. You can read the slide, but I like to go over the mechanisms of a few of these important ones to know. So with seizures, one of the neurotoxins that parasites emit along with Lyme and bacteria is ammonia. And ammonia creates brain fog and depletes your GABA, which is one of our brain neurotransmitters that gives you sleep and allows your mind to relax. Issues with signaling GABA can create epilepsy or seizures. And what typically depletes GABA? It's Lyme or parasites. So one of the questions is, what if you have both? You want to start with parasites because they hold in Lyme. Some parasites can create tumors in the body, and tumors are typically created to prevent spreading. Tumors can also create seizures as well because of the excess pressure in the brain or body. Another interesting one that low GABA creates is teeth grinding or teeth clenching, along with bedwetting, and this is very common in kids. It comes from excess ammonia. Great treatment for this is yucca root and glutamine, which are ammonia binders if you're interested in treating somebody. One more interesting one is headaches and migraines. So parasites can drop your blood sugar. The liver will go into shock because it's the biggest regulator of blood sugar, even more than your pancreas and your adrenals. And when the liver is stressed, you can get headaches and migraines. Anxiety and depression can be influenced by this too, and many times blood sugar levels can influence your mood. So here's a list of parasites. There's 6 main categories. Due to not boring you guys to death, you can look them up on your own and do your own research. But one thing is the parasites that are worms are the ones that lay eggs, and they survive by eating our nutrients and laying lots of eggs. All right, next is testing. So the most common way of testing is stool samples. One of the problems, though, is they miss a lot because they miss the eggs. So just because it comes back clear doesn't necessarily mean you are free of parasites. If you are going to get one, make sure the stool sample is a 3-day catch or a 3-day span. And then the other most common one is blood testing. In my opinion, this is a better option. One of my favorites is from Cyrex Labs called Array 12. So Cyrex is Cyrex Labs. There's many others, but these are the most common tests that are out there. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up with treatment next. So for general health, I recommend doing a 30-day detox with these herbs each season. With each season comes new microbes, and they adapt and survive at different temperatures. Now, if you're somebody that has chronic infections, I recommend 120 days because red blood cells regenerate every 4 months. We're going to discuss some herbs that are antimicrobial, and in my opinion, this is by far the best way to treat everything that we've discussed earlier. So start with a good quality herb at a low dose and then build up. Remember, these infections are clogging our drainage pathways, so too strong of an herb can create loose or runny bowel movements. If this happens to you, lower the dose or try another herb. We'll also talk about dosage in another post. Even though a lot of these are great to have in your medicine cabinet, I recommend only doing 2 or 3 of them during a detox. So do a little deep dive into your own health. You guys know your body best, and we'll give you more information on all these in another post, and then you can decide on your 2 to 3. The most classic anti-parasitic herbs are black walnut and sweet wormwood. Just make sure if you're taking black walnut, you don't have a nut allergy. For example, olive leaf, this is, in my opinion, one of the most underutilized herbs that's great for attacking everything. Malia is great for parasites. Golden thread, in my opinion, is one of the best for bacteria, yeast, and candida. Schisandra is another great one for everything. Scutellaria, if you're curious, is one of the best for pregnancies. Again, we're going to get deep into all these in another post, but I just wanted to thank you guys for listening, and we will see you in the next one.